May I humbly suggest that you do not touch that dial. We are going to tell a fascinating and interesting tale of the Air Detection Corps. It is a story of World War II, largely unknown to Canadians. For source material, we have a groundbreaking book called Watch and Warn by former flight lieutenant of the Royal Canadian Air Force, Alan F. Coggin. It is, in fact, the story of the eyes and ears of those charged with defending our shores. The Corps observers adopted the motto, Watch and Warn. The task of these volunteers was to report all potential enemy activity in the air, on land, and at sea.
At the outbreak of World War II, Canadians faced the possibility that enemy aircraft could enter the country's airspace without being detected. There was no radar alert system at that time. Unpaid civilians from coast to coast would be enlisted to report sightings of potential enemy aircraft, submarines, even spies, as they went about their daily tasks.
All the regular people who were on, like firemen, policemen, high school people, and people already in the service were already automatically enrolled, whether they liked it or not. And whoever could be persuaded to participate in this.
For the young person like me in the 14, 15-year-old category, to be asked to be an official observer was the creme de la creme, as they say. Mm-hmm. I felt and believed that when I was on duty in my hour, that I was as much a part of the Air Force as the next guy.
Observers' reports were first transmitted by telephone, telegraph, or wireless to an operations room or sub-filter station. These would be manned by RCAF personnel who would pass the reports along to a main filter center.
We were answering phones from different volunteer observers, civilians around the country. Anytime they saw an airplane or whatever, they phoned it in to us. It was a live radar, let's call it that way, a live radar, a real person reporting something.
There was one incident where a German submarine did fire upon and sink an Allied vessel that was a mere 15 miles from Halifax Harbor. For those who think that Canada was not in danger in World War II, just consider that again.
Knowing those submarines were in the Atlantic and in the St. Lawrence, that scared you. They found some torpedoes in Gaspé. They found torpedoes around Montjoli on the beach. They were everywhere. They were daring.
In 1942, when Germany's air power was at its peak, the central part of northern Canada was considered vital as an alert area to protect the United States iron ore traffic through the Sault Ste. Marie Canal.
The Americans were extremely excited about the potential of having the great canals of Sault Ste. Marie blocked, because if that source of supply was cut off, it's pretty much game over for American munitions production going overseas.
On June 20th, 1942, a Japanese sub surfaced 2 miles off the coast of Vancouver Island and shelled the lighthouse and wireless station at Estevan Point near Tofino. Although no damage had been done, members of the Aircraft Detection Corps in BC were on alert.
They knew what to do, they did it. We had a retired Army captain from World War I. We had 5 or 6 housewives who reported from their houses, provincial policemen, a service station owner, but the housewives were by far the most effective and all dedicated.
I can remember when it was downsized, the Aircraft Detection Corps. There was no fanfare. It wasn't a sad day in the sense that, but it was a day of accomplishment. Don't need us anymore. We've done our job.
I think a little bit of war effort contributed somewhat, I hope, because, and again, there was never too much discussed about this particular job that we did. So I'm glad that this is happening now, at last.